You know what time it is. You know I have to start off with a smile. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping. I'm tired. And I had some technical difficulties. That's why it took me so long to get on today. But hopefully everybody had a wonderful Tuesday. Tantalizing Tuesday. I love that word, tantalizing. Maybe because my name starts with a T, whatever. But I love tantalizing. That's a good word. So yeah. Hope everybody had a wonderful day. Um, mine was good. No complaints. Of course, I didn't get everything done on my plate, but tomorrow is another day to get it done. Yes. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Toria Howard, originally from Detroit, Michigan. What up, though, to all my Detroit people? Now residing in Memphis, Tennessee, where I'm all things real estate, commercial and residential. I'm also a commercial loan broker helping people invest in real estate. I am also helping people with business funding. So if you have an entity and you have your business together and you have revenue, I can help you with some funding. And I'm also in the credit restoration space. So let's kick it off because I got a lot to go over today. Anybody ready for some real estate updates? Yes, that's what I'm all about. So drop a one in the chat if you're watching this live. Drop a two if you are new to my live, and drop a three if you're watching the replay, and I really appreciate it. So give me some comments. Let me know if this is some good information. So starting off with the updates on the market, monitoring the market in Memphis. This is in Memphis, Tennessee, and the surrounding areas. So there are 337 new listings. So people are selling. It was like 240 last week. So it's almost 100 more houses on the market. This is within the last 7 days. So 247 houses have been sold and 142 houses are pending. So there is a lot of moving and shaking going on in Memphis. People are still buying, people are still selling. I came from the library, the Benjamin Hooks Library today, and all in Walnut Grove behind the library, they are fixing up like 5 or 6 houses. So they're moving and shaking over there. Anytime they have a landmark, and they put a landmark in a city, and it's a great situation and they keep it clean and all of that. They are developing, they're doing something over there. That's why I said if you live in Raleigh, don't sell your home. If the value's about to go up and you're about to get a Chick-fil-A, you better not sell your home in Raleigh. Even though, look, listen, I want you to sell because that helps me, because I would love to help you sell your home. But if you don't have nowhere to go, collect that equity and then sell once it goes up, up, up. Because you guys in Raleigh are getting some things over there. It's some moving and shaking going there. You got what's that what's the restaurant? Bojangles, I think that's what. Yeah, Bojangles, Popeyes, and a Chick-fil-A. And you had a municipal building over there that they building up. Anytime they put a landmark in a city, you need to watch out about the real estate. The state is gonna go up. So just understand, people are still moving and shaking. Uh, Yvette, okay, hi Yvette. If you're still on here, congratulations on. I think you had a closing or you got a under contract. Congratulations. She's one of the top real estate agents that's out here doing it. And I want to be like her when I grew up. So I wanted to talk about the mortgage rate. I talk about that all the time. So the mortgage rate, once again, like I said, if you have a hi Kenny, let me know about your situation and I'll assist you, of course. And you're welcome. So, talking about the interest rate. So, like I told you before, if you have a 740 and above, your interest rate is going to be the same. So, this week is at 5.963. If you have a 740 or above, if you had a 720, you had a 6.06. So, not much of a change. If you had a 700, you had 6.3. Now, as you can see, it's creeping up there. So, the lower your credit score gets, so 680 699, you had a 6.6. A 660 to 679, you had a 7.1. This is a national average. So some lenders have different rates. So you just have to contact a lender. I'm just giving you the national rates. And then I'm not going below 640. So 640 to 659 is 7.2. So once again, the higher your credit score, the better your interest rate, the more money you will save in the end. And I'm going to talk about interest rates later on how to save on your car payment, and do a little credit tip on that somebody taught me. Kelly Saunders taught me, because I can't give credit, but I wanted to extend the education to you since she gave it to me. And yeah, so mortgage rates, people are still buying. Moral of the story is people are still buying and selling. So you can't be afraid of the interest rate. And like I said last week, if you cannot find your dream home in your dream neighborhood, there are creative ways to still be able to get a home that you love. You could get a FHA 403k loan, which you will buy the ugliest house on the best block, and then you have the money to renovate it and make it your own. You can do this in all states. It's just not in Tennessee. So you just have to check with the lenders and see what kind of incentives and the things that they have. Because if you can't find anything in your budget, then you have to be creative. Go to a neighborhood that has a good block and everything. Um, so make sure that you do what you need to do. When it comes to buying and selling, buying your home, it's got to be creative. What do I want to go to? So let's talk about some buying tips. So I went over 5 last week. I'm gonna go over the last part of it. So get familiar with first-time homebuyer programs. So make sure that you're going to lenders that have these programs. If you're a first-time homebuyer, there are a lot of incentives. If you are a public servant, um, like uh, fire, police, teachers have some type of incentives, and EMS. I'm trying to think, first responders. They have special programs for those individuals that work in those fields. So make sure that you get with a lender, and if you are one of those people, that you ask about those programs. There are also other, you have FHA loans, you have, conventional loans, you have USDA loans. Now, USDA loans are loans that are structured for people that are in, my head is really itchy. I'm sorry. Uh, but people are in areas that consider rural. Now, I think I got to look back. I think it's a population of 50,000 or 30,000 or less. Can't remember. But if you're living in Tennessee, um, was it Arlington, Lakeland, Millington? Those are some of the cities that you can get a USDA loan, which will help you be able to cut those costs a little bit further. So find out first time home buyer assistance in your state. So like I said, get with a lender, see what the programs are. Get your loan paperwork together. So what you need for your loan paperwork. I talked about this before. All bank account statements, 30 days of pay stubs, 2 years of W-2s, and tax returns, 12 months rent statements of lease. But if you have been, buying, they'll see that in there, and you'll just bring that mortgage statement, and that's about it. Now, some of the lenders ask for 3 months of bank statements. Some of them ask for 3 months check stubs. It just all depends, but on average, it's the bank account statements, the 30 days of pay stubs, because they want to see how that you're using your money, how you're spending your money in order for you to be able to afford a loan. So they're going to comb through your finances. So if you're thinking about purchasing, make sure that you get your finances together, have your paperwork. Compare mortgage lenders. Have a relationship with these people. Call them, go visit them in their offices and sit down and talk to them and get a feel for them. Because if you build that relationship, once you build that relationship, then you never know what they'll let push through or get through. But it's all about building those relationships with your mortgage lender, because those are the people that make or break your home buying process. They either say yay or nay. And it can be nay when you think you're at the finish line. So you need to be really keyed in, tuned in to those lenders and having a relationship with them. Avoid interest rate only and adjustable rate mortgages. Don't get caught up in that. So That's not paying towards the principal. You're just paying for the interest, of course. And then adjustable rate mortgage, meaning like based on what the market is doing, your interest rate is going to move. You don't want that either. Don't forget about your closing costs. A lot of people are like, well, I'm gonna get the first time home buyer program. Yes, you are, but you still have other expenses outside of the first time home buyer assistance that is just handling the down payment. You have your appraiser. Some programs are giving money for the appraisal. You have your appraisal, your inspection, earnest money, uh, closing costs. All of those things come into play. You still got to have money to do those things. But like I said, some mortgage lenders have it where they have programs that help you with that. And keep an eye on other expenses. Make you a budget. Be disciplined. So, oops, the wrong way. Where is that? So some other things that you're gonna need for your mortgage process would be identification, of course, income employee verification, like I said, the W-2s, tax returns, 1099s, and recent pay stubs, proof of assets, monthly debt statements from loans or liens on lines of credit to determine debt to income ratio, additional financial documents such as down payment, gift letters. So it's just different things that you will need in the home buying process. And if you have any questions about it, you can always tap in with me. If you're looking to buy, you're in the Memphis, Tennessee area, I would love to help. I am working on a Mississippi license right now. So all you guys that want to live in Mississippi, I will be able to help you here soon. So let's talk about Memphis. So a lot of times, I'm not from Memphis, of course. I'm from Detroit, but I always treasure the hidden gems in a city. You know. So hi Maria. I always treasure the hidden gems in the city. Here are some, those of you that are from Memphis, you know these things, you probably do, or hopefully you've been there. I know people that have lived here all their life say they never went to the Civil Rights Museum. Like, huh? Come on, you're missing out on the culture. That's culture. And then the botanical gardens, people are sleeping on the botanical gardens. When I went there, I took some pictures there. I've been posting some of them. The botanical gardens is beautiful. It was hot, and you probably could tell I was sweating in some of those videos, some of my pictures, but that was okay. I felt like I was cute, and I love the surroundings. But if you want to get married or something like that, was beautiful. They had set it up for the wedding, and then they have the talk about the Memphis Botanical Garden, and they have the Alice in Wonderland theme. I have some other pictures that I'm in front of some of those exhibits. It was beautiful. So that's one thing people sleep on is going there. But Stax Museum of American Soul Music. Now I went to Stax for a prom, but I never went to the actual museum to look around and study. I love museums. When I went to Detroit, my daughter, I asked her, like, what you want to do? She said, I want to go to the art museum. And we actually went. She enjoyed herself. She was reading all the stuff. And, it's just funny how, what things our children are impressed by. And we would never think they would be impressed. You would think that going to 11-year-old want to go to an art museum, you'd be like, but um, but hey, she wanted to go. But I love museums, especially music and art museums. So number 2 is Shelby Farms Park. Everybody, you have the trails, you have the lake, you have the kids area, all of that. There's so many things to do on in Shelby Farms. And one of my favorite restaurants is in Shelby Farms. Well, I can't think of it right now. I'm so bad with names, but it's so pretty. You go in there, um, they have really good food and their bread, whatever sauce they have. It's look, I'm fat, but I love food. But yeah, I can't think of the name of that restaurant. I love that restaurant. It's on Shelby Farms. But anyway, the seafood restaurant, and then you have Slave Haven, the Brooklyn Estate Museum. I've never even been there as long as I've been here. Me and my friend was talking about going. We're gonna do a staycation and do some touristy things. So we started looking up some of the touristy things to do in Memphis. The Crystal Shine Grotto. I didn't even know there was a grotto here. You have the Old Dominic Distillery, the Metal Museum, the Bells Museum of Asian and Judatic Art, Woodruff Fontaine House, it's an art museum, the Withers Collection Museum and Gallery, the Mallory Neely House. I pass by that all the time, never been there. A tour of possibilities and escapology are some of the top things to do in Memphis. The Peanut Shop, Bluff City Balloons, Harbor Town Day Spa and Wellness, and Ernestine and Hazels made the list here. So those are some of the things that you can do in Memphis. So if you're thinking about moving to Memphis, there are hidden gems in Memphis, hidden attractions that people don't even know about, that are even from here probably don't even know about. So go out and hang out in your city. Um, so I want to talk about a few. If you're a homeowner, here are some few tips in order to improve your home without having to spend a lot of money. All these tips are under $50. So wanted to give you that. So you can paint your door. If you notice, like, people are painting their doors like these bright, vibrant colors, or just standout colors. My friend, she painted her door like a pinkish color. It's really cute with the shutters. So when you paint the door, paint the shutters. It's got to let it match the shutters. It's already there. Classic carriage doors, for the garage. So everybody wants the fancy, but classic carriage doors update your garage, make it look good. I love shiplap. One of the favorite things, I like to see as a decorative piece in the home is shiplap. I don't know who else likes shiplap. Anybody else like shiplap? I like shiplap. But you can do that as an accent wall. You can do string lighting in your backyard because people love outdoor spaces, even if they're not even outdoorsy people. Glass cabinet inserts make it, spruce up your cabinets, because you don't have to get rid. If you have good solid cabinets and all you gotta do is reface them, one of the things you can do is put glass inserts in them. Stencil your patio. Do patterns on the patio. Spruce that up. And then they have what they call fake look marble. You can update your countertops that look luxurious by transforming them into chic faux marble focal pieces. So they have faux marble out there, people. So if you can't afford marble, or you're an investor and you want to, but you can't do it in the high-end homes, of course, and luxury homes, you can't do that. But in your own home, you have faux marble where you can have the look of marble without spending that money by updating your countertops. Peel and stick wallpaper. Now, I've not been a fan of wallpaper, but they have some really good wallpaper these days. That really looks good, and it's peel and stick. Don't get me to hanging because I can't do a straight line. I can't even write in a straight line. When I was teaching, I was writing it to go. I just started typing and projecting. I was so glad we started that because and with the chalkboard, I was terrible. You hang curtains the right way. So people don't know how to hang curtains. So make sure that floor length, it makes it like curtains make it the room look larger. And that dreaded popcorn ceiling. Yes. I have some I need to get rid of. But yeah, people don't like the popcorn ceiling. People like smooth ceilings. So, things that you can do now scrape. Now, it can be expensive to get rid of popcorn ceiling. So just make sure that you get a professional to do that. So those are some ways you can spruce up your home for under $50. I gave you 10. So let's talk about a credit tip. So I learned that there's different ways to beat interest. I told you last week how to beat interest on a credit card. Now I'm going to tell you how to beat the interest on your vehicle if you have a vehicle payment. So I was told by the wonderful and illustrious Kelly Saunders, aka Kelly Sells Cars, to divide your car payment by 4.33. So divide your car payment by 4.33, and then that is the payment that you will pay every month. I mean every week, not every month. You'll be behind, but every week. But if you can't pay every week, you do it every 2 weeks. But it might grow a little bit more, so you have to go back and do the calculations. But if you go and you take that 4.33, and then you say for instance your car note is 600 and some $13, right? You divide that by 4.33, so $141.57 is what you would have to pay weekly. So to beat the interest rate, everything is about an algorithm. Everything is about beating the interest rate. Um, and you got to know how. You got to know the numbers. It's a numbers game. So, like I gave you the 6% last week for the credit cards, I'm giving you some game on these other revolving accounts that you have as far as the car payment is concerned. So you can pay it off faster and won't have to owe that debt. So just make sure that you are adhering to my advice, and I will see you. Look, I'm ready to go. Look, I will see you. I'm over here by myself right now, but it's all good. I'm so sleepy right now, but go back and watch the replay because I did drop some tips and some nuggets. So go back and watch it, please. Share if you thought this was some great information. And I just love to educate. I just love to teach. I love to show people, that it can happen for them. Home ownership is attainable. You just have to be creative and have to be open minded. But a lot of people are not open minded. I understand you want what you want when you want it. But if your income doesn't afford it, then you have to start somewhere. I don't know what's wrong with people wanting to start somewhere. Everybody want to go from 0 to 100, and it doesn't work that way. There's other ways to be a homeowner. You just have to be diligent and, resourceful, and, listen to the experts. So, yeah, I'm about to go to bed. And I'm happy. I'm happy dance. But no, you can too be a boss babe. Look, listen, plug in somebody else's thing. It's not my brand. I need to get my stuff together and wear my own brand like Uncle Don does. So I did want to talk about the event that I'm going to, because I don't know who's going to see this. So I'm going to talk about it. But September 8th through the 11th in Orlando, there will be a seminar, and I mean, it's phenomenal speakers that's going to be there. The people that know Marcus Bowers, Benasia Watson, Kelly Sells Cars, Dino Love. It's going to be so many people there that's going to help you be able to level up in business, get an education on different strategies. Marcus Bowers have only invested $800 for a business and turn it into multi-million dollars. You think I don't want to be in that room? I'm going to be in that room, and you should too. So if you're interested in the conference, it's September 8th through the 11th in Orlando. There's nothing like being in the room. Those side conversations, those dinner conversations with all those multimillionaires and all those people that's doing well in their businesses is where you need to be. That's where I'm going to be. So you have to invest in your education. Earners are learners. Leaders are readers. Going to seminars, going to different events, networking with these people, you never know who's going to pour into you. So you can miss your opportunity if you don't get in those rooms. So September 8th through the 11th, bring your family. It's Orlando. You'll have time to spend, because the conference is only one day, which is Saturday. You'll have Friday, you'll have Sunday to do some things with your family, or come early and do some things with your family. And if you want some more information, you can send me a message on either of these platforms, and I will gladly send you the link so that you can get the ticket. Now, there are three options. You have two in person and one virtual. The virtual is going to be great because speakers are going to be great, but it's nothing like being in the room. You have to be in the room. Have to be in the room, and I'm going to be in the room. So I say all that to say this. My name is Toria Howard. I'm a commercial and residential real estate agent with eXp Realty. I'm also a commercial loan broker. So if you need some funding for a commercial deal or a real estate deal, I have you for that. I also have business funding. So if you need funding for your business and you have revenue coming in and you have hardly any NFS charges and you have at least a 550, we can get you approved for the money that you need. So thank you, R. Kenny. So make sure, you tap into me and I will definitely pour into you and do the things that I need to do to help you along the way. Like I said, if you're interested in the conference in Orlando, the seminar in Orlando, please let me know by sending me a message, or you can look at my link in my bio. Well, not in my Facebook bio, my YouTube, but in my Instagram bio, my 10K card is there, all my information, so you can go and save the information and everything. So I say all that to say thank y'all for tuning in. If you missed all these gems I just dropped, go back and watch the video because I'm not gonna repeat it. He should have been here. No, just kidding. But go back and watch the replay. Watch it over again. If you felt like you learned something, please let me know because I be trying to bring good content as much as possible. So if you learned something today, let me know. Put it in the comments, and I would love to serve and help you and your family and whoever else, strangers on the street, whatever it is, I'm willing to help. So, and if you can't come to the conference, you can sponsor someone. Those of you that got it like that, go ahead and sponsor somebody to go. But I say all that to say this. Thank you guys for tuning in to my life. Please watch the replay. Show me some digital currency. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the TOP. Because I'm going to the top. It's no ceilings. It's just openness. That's all it is. But love you. Bye. Going to bed. I'm so sleepy. So sleepy. So sleepy. I want to do my stretches, but don't look like I might be getting into it. Sorry, stretches. Ooh.